Alright, so I guess I might want to explain. This is by no means a training video because I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing. This is the first time I've done anything on this scale, but just trying to use the accumulation of years of construction experience to figure this out. So I have a beam that has a curve in it that needs to sit on top of this, and this post via a notch and a mortise and tenon. So I measured the height, the diameter of the post or the beam right here, and I took a cutout and I held it up underneath the rafter there, so the beam would be supporting the rafter, and then cut the top of the post halfway of this diameter. So 50% of the beam should be sitting on that post and 50% of the beam should be above supporting the rafters. That wasn't too difficult, right? We figured out where the ends of our post is. The post sits between here and here. So the center of the post is there. This is where I'll put my mortise on the beam. And same goes with here. Here's where my post lands. Here's where the mortise is going to go. But I want there's a curve. You can see by the string. Let's see if I can get you to the string here. The string, there's a string here that shows the severity of the curve. It's about 3 3/4 of an inch at the center here. Yeah, 3 3/4 of an inch at the center. So what I did was the back side of the post is going to get carved at 0. So I put this weight there, put the string right there at 0. This is a 1/2 inch. So that means the front of the post is going to get dropped down or brought up a 1/2 inch to meet this point. So it's flush. And that means I would put that there to hold the string down. Then we go back over to the other end of the beam, and the same thing. We put this weight here where we want the post and beam to sit flush. This is 1 inch here. So the inside of the post will be raised up 1 inch to then once again meet the beam flush, which now brings our string at the center point, which is about 1 inch off of where the center of this post lands, by no fault of my own. Anyways, so here's where my mortise is going to go, but from here to here is 2 1/4 inches. So that means that my center post has to be 2 1/4 inches taller than my outside posts. So I measured that, and then I set up these boards on the flattest part of my post so I get a good purchase. And now that's level 2 1/4 inches above that post and that post. I think this is how it should work in theory. I have no idea if that's what's going to happen in reality. Not bad. Good enough for government work. Shit.